All right, guys, so it is Saturday morning. It's around 7:45 a.m. I'm going to try to go to the gym before work. I got to be at work at 9:15, so I'm going to get a quick workout in. A lot of you guys have been commenting on like Instagram and previous videos that you want to see more accessory stuff rather than just my compound movements. So this day alone is just accessory stuff. It's a chest and back workout. I'm not going super heavy, keeping everything pretty light. I'm going to do 3 exercises for chest and then 3 exercises for back. The reason I always put chest before back on these days is because my chest needs more work than my back does. My back has always been pretty well developed, and in my opinion, it's probably the best part of my body. So I have Dan coming to film some of my workout today. The way we're working it out is he's gonna film 2 of my workouts a week, and I'm gonna give him 1 free bottle of pre-workout a month. So I'll show you this workout. So a question I'll typically get is what my rest periods look like on strength days and then like hyper days. So like for these type of days, I'd never track my rest periods, but these days, accessory days, I'm keeping them pretty short, anywhere from like 45 seconds to a minute. When I'm doing strength days, like a typical deadlift workout will take me up to an hour, just because I'll take maybe 5 to 10 minutes sometimes in between sets, depending on what kind of weight I'm working with. So I did bench press 4 sets at first. Now I'm gonna do dumbbell incline press, and I'll probably do some flies after that. All right, so the first thing for back, I'm gonna do low cable rows. One thing I really like to do that's different is for the attachment piece, using 2 of the single attachments. That way, instead of being locked in your forearms and your wrists in a locked in position, you have some flexibility and you can maneuver it with a little bit. You get a better contraction, and I'll show you how it works right here. So if you just throw them both on the same ring, and that way, instead of being locked in, you have some play there. All right, so this is my last back exercise. There's a few different variations you can do for this one. You know, you can do it 1 arm at a time. You can do both arms at a time. Or for like a superset, you can do 1 arm at a time, both arms, and finish off them together. So I've used a bunch of different variations. What I'm gonna do today, and this is how I've been setting up mine lately, is because this isn't like an adjustable bar, I'll put my opposite arm to brace myself, push my back a little farther than it's set up so I can get a better contraction and a further stretch. So I'll just place my arm here as my brace, and then I'll pull about 10 to 12 reps on each arm. I typically don't like rushing workouts like that, but sometimes when I do, I get like a really, really good pump, a good workout. Rest periods were short, and now I have to go to work. I have like 15 minutes to get there. One thing I wanted to point out though that I've been meaning to put in a video, you know, you see a lot of people online, they talk about not quitting, don't quit. Here's kind of a story that I never really thought about the last couple of months, and it hasn't hit me till now. But I actually almost ended Bare Performance Nutrition probably 6 months ago. Like, sales were really bad. You know, sales were bad for the past 2 years, and it just wasn't performing the way I wanted it to. And I told my dad, because my dad does my shipping, I was like, "Yeah, Dad, I think I'm gonna end Bare Performance Nutrition. It's just not working out." And he got actually pissed off because he puts a lot of work into it too. And he's like, "No, just stick to it. You know, it'll come around." So instead of like just sitting there like, "Oh, I'm just gonna wait for it to get better," what I did is I wrote down all the things that I thought were holding the company back the cons, and then I made a solution to all of them. So one of the biggest problems was my website just sucked. I didn't put any time into developing the website and making it better. And today, like a few short months later, the company is booming. Sales are absolutely doing ridiculously good. And if I look back and if I would have quit, if I would have just closed Bare Performance Nutrition down, I would have missed out on this opportunity. So sometimes when things seem like really bad and they're just not working out, you just need to find a solution to it. So instead of just telling you don't quit, that's my story. So the plan for the night is to go into the city. We're just going to G-Hang. It's like right down the road. But I'm picking up the other lieutenants with Dan here. So I'm gonna pick up, I'm first platoon, Dan is second platoon, Pat is third platoon, and we'll pick up our fire support officer, Joel.
That's a good shot.
I wanted to bring up something in this video that is kind of on the same topic as this whole quitting thing. So when I first started the company, it was not successful, as you guys already know. And that's one thing you need to keep in mind. If you're starting a business, a lot of the time startup companies are not successful the first couple of years. It's putting in the work so you can have the rewards later. So it might be spending money, and then at the end of the year, your profits might be very, very little, if any. But that's the way it works in most cases. You see a lot of these businesses and these successful entrepreneurs online that are, or say they're, rich overnight. That's maybe a very rare, small percentage of the entrepreneurs. Most of the time, it's putting in the work, failing in the beginning, and then learning from your failures and building off of that. But when I first wanted to start the company, I told my dad about the idea because I was really involving my dad because I knew I was joining the Army and I needed someone that had like security of where they were staying to help me run the business. And his first thing he said is, if it's that easy, everyone would do it. And that's the thing, it's easy to start up, to initiate and start a business. It's not hard. You can find the funds somewhere. You just need to make it happen. But putting in the work and making it become successful, that's the hard part. That's the part where people don't want to put in the work. So yeah, if it was that easy, everyone would do it. And maybe people start it up, but they don't continue it because it gets hard. All right, so for dinner, we're trying this place called Pho Bien. What we're finding is the language barrier is making it really difficult to find places to eat and get around. So like we hopped in a taxi right outside of Post and just asked to go to G-Hang, but then trying to find a place here and then order stuff and get everything situated has been a lot harder than we thought it would be.
Can we do like one, like just one spicy? Is that good? It says 3, and then I'm gonna try it. Look, is the spice too local? What you was? Oh, where's the spice too local? China Coke. Yeah. Thank you. Oh wow. I didn't get to order anything.
All right, so I ended up getting the seafood pho stir fry, and then for like an appetizer, I don't know what we got. We're just gonna try some of this stuff out. And then Pat got the brisket pho soup, and Joel got the same thing as me, except his is the spicy version. And then Dan's order got lost in translation. So a few hours ago, I posted a picture on Instagram. It's for a Q&A for the next video. So if you're not following me yet, head over there. It's on the screen right here at Bare Performance Nutrition. But I want to do this one a little bit different. I want to be like really challenged on these questions. I like doing like the really quick and easy ones on Snapchat. So if you have something to send me, direct it that way. I've been trying to interact with you guys as much as possible on there. But for this next Q&A, I want it to be like very in depth. I want to have to like research some stuff or really think like deeply into my life about this question. So go ahead, go over there and ask me a question so I can include it in the next video. But that wraps the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you've been to South Korea before, or you're from this area, please in the comments below like leave a recommendation of where I should check out or things I should do. This language barrier is like I said before, a lot tougher than I thought it would be coming over here. Majority of the people, like large majority of the people, do not speak any English. So leave it a thumbs up, guys. Comment, leave some feedback. I will comment back. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.